Hello, hello, welcome back to Mark After Me. This is True, and I am super happy to have you here. I just want to inform you that this full moon in Aquarius will be divided in two. There will be the astrology perspective and the tarot perspective. So now I leave you with the introduction. Thank you so much for staying here. Subscribe, like this video, and share. And love you. Bye bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to Mark After Me. This is True and welcome to full moon in Aquarius. I know I am late, as I said at the other video, will explain why. This full moon in Aquarius is everything about, being predictable, being spontaneous, everything that you don't know what's gonna happen, right? So my computer didn't work for, I think, since to the last day of July. From beginning of August was starting to acting weird. My camera suddenly didn't film anything that I was doing. Already happened again. I have to repeat it over again. It's a super bizarre and weird situation that I'm having around technology often. So I do think that I need to renovate my computer. I need to renovate a little bit my SD card. I need to do like a lot of new things that I never did before. So it was a really big step out of the comfort zone. So that's why I apologize in the beginning if these videos a little bit slightly late, maybe 2 days late, because normally I post before the full moon happened. But things happen, but I'm still working, so this transit will be affecting during whole this month, probably, or more. So I am not afraid to post it a little bit late. So I just want to explain you why and how this full moon in Aquarius affect me personally in my life. Let's say that we are starting right now. The full moon is full moon in astrology explains the end of the cycle, and if it's going to be for a few months or you are starting new things to do, it's right now time to end it up and to just take it off, purge, leave out what is no longer serve you, so you can go straight to the point and more clear, more focused on what you're looking for without any distraction that you used to have before, for example. So we have opposition, of course, the moon with the sun. We have the sun in beautiful Leo. Happy season, my Leo people. I am Leo too. My birthday is going to be this Friday, so I can't wait to have it either. But I might say that we have the opposition with our beautiful fixed sign in Aquarius, which is all about eccentric, all about, it's a humanitarian, but let's say that this Aquarius beautiful sign ruled the 11th house and it's all about the unknown, and it's the most futuristic sign. So we are talking about two different fixed signs. Both of them have the same it says the same mode, different elements and different languages. So when we are talking with opposition, is polars attract, but on the same time can conflict to each other. It's a very big shift in emotional state, because Aquarius is everything about logical, is everything about mind, it's everything about like have to be sense, have to be something in common with independence. And Leo is all about heart, love, attention, and a little bit dependability. So when we are processing all of this together, both of them can complement in a really good literal sentence that is, you can take the revolutionary of Aquarius and bring it to outside you and shining out to the other people. So we have these feelings of, we shouldn't be doing this, but we are doing it. We know that what we are doing probably is naughty or probably something that we wanted, but we never express it freely. So that is what a little bit Aquarius does, because Leo is all about ego, is all about me, sometimes, not all the time, but it's a general perspective. So Leo rules the sun, and Aquarius rules Saturn, and more Uranus in this moment. So if we have talking about Uranus, that is the planets of revolution, planets about sweep it off what we know and put it here what we don't know, but in the quite a radical way. When we blend that too, we are talking about freedom from the self, freedom from our own needs, freedoms as well of our own self-expression. We feel free about it. And this is what Aquarius does. But on the same time, thinking about this an emotional shift, and not all of us are going to be ready for it. And more for people who are emotional, as Leos, if you have a lot of Leo in your chart, or your signature is Leo, you will feel a little bit the ups and downs of this emotional shift. But if you take the good things of all of this transit, about the opposition of the moon and the sun, you will understand a little bit in a different way how your emotions works, and how good you can feel expressing your freedom without any kind of care to what other people say, and not need of the other people's attention to you to say anything. You will say because from your heart it's actually genuine to say. So that's what Aquarius powers is going to be with Leo. So talking about these two, we have the position, then we have conjunction. There's that happened already. The conjunction has been happening from the beginning of the year. We have Saturn conjunction with Pluto, and that too are wild. That too is something that we have to understand, and it's all about change, and it's all about new cycle. This too is really rare to happen. Normally happen by astrology for every single 35 years, and it's not something that we are comfortable with, because we are building a new life, we are building something, but we still have the old life with us. We can't jump into the new life without the green, without make the grind, without put the sweat, heart and effort to build the life that you really desire. So you still have that kind of thought behind your head, that kind of remembers and memories, and also your life is actually not as you want it to be. But don't focus too much as you want it to be. Thinking about that you're ending that cycle, that you're absolutely involving and taking the new idea of how your life is going to be. So get motivated, because you will be there, as Aquarius say, at any moment. Because it's unpredictable. Can be coming tomorrow, it can be coming in 3 days or 3 months or 3 years. But if you have to work towards it, it's the only way that you can say. But you need to understand that slowly you still have layers and layers of the old life that we used to have. Okay? So we are already taking off the layers, as we mentioned. We have that conjunction over there, but this is not stop there. We have a squaring. This amount of blend between Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn are conflicting, squaring or opposite with the moon and the sun, that is, Aquarius and Leo. So how are we gonna say this? We are this contraction, we are in a period of this contraction, taking off, layers out, expressing ourselves, building who we are. Plus we have this detachment and say, okay, we have to work in our emotions in a more logical way, so then we can control our own behavior. So if you can see the full picture, it's like a little battle between them. And maybe because it's on retrograde in Saturn and Pluto, and I think Pluto will stop in October and can go straight, but until then all is internally, all is what do you believe, what do is this your structural self. We have this tension between our emotions and how we violate with another people, how we are as a structure of the person that is the sun. So we have this conflict in between it that sometimes I'm not gonna say is a conflict, it's a challenge. Let's take it as a challenge. So here I can talk with the third party, that is Uranus. Uranus is gonna come soon in retrograde, but Uranus is already in Taurus and will be there for quite a long time. So thinking about this, when Uranus is there and is jumping in with the essence of Taurus, which is another fixed sign. We have three fixed signs at the moment. We have Taurus, we have Leo, we have Aquarius. We have 3 already. And all of them try to fix something, try to build something, try to clean it out and create something new, because they are creative. They are a fixed sign. Something is not working, you fix it. That is what most of the time what they do. So when we have Uranus that is going to be in retrograde soon, which is internal process, it's all about us, it's all about our behavior, what we're going to do, all internal questions. And when we have Taurus, it's all about comfort, food, agriculture, stability, materialism, comfort, security. Because Taurus needs security and need to have a place they can put their roots on and they can feel absolutely in power or absolutely in control of the place where they are. They need to feel comfortable with. And I do think it's very simple, because Taurus is super simple sometimes. It's like, feel my basic needs. I am here to feel my basic needs. So in order to change our life, in order to proceed with our life, to grow up, to evolve, to embrace our absolutely new life, we cannot demand too much in an emotional state right now. So we have, in this placement that is coming from the 3rd of August or 4th of August in some countries, we're going to have this influence in the moon in Aquarius saying that you need to detach yourself a little bit with the emotional state. But on the same time, it say, hey, if you want to be happy, you can't be luxury and have fun and go out as Leos does, and all the time they have fun all the time. They want to enjoy life without work, but at the same time you have a new life that's waiting for you to build on. So Uranus in Taurus right now is saying, what is the basic need? What is the priority? Because you need to take a priority. So right now, you need to probably put the happiness and enjoyment and all that stuff, more in control and being automatic to what do I want to for a long term, how I'm gonna get this, how I'm gonna build it, and also feel your needs. Do I have a good food, good clothes, I smell good, I pay all my bills, I have an extra money, I can pay a little bit of of my clothes, or if I want to have a makeup or whatever it's going to be, the special needs that you have. Are you actually fulfill that first? Because once you fulfill that first, you can jump into the new life, and then you can actually control how much time you're investing to have that freedom, that kind of enjoy life. This is a third party. That's what I'm saying. It's the third person, it's the third man, it's quite like the negotiator. It's kind of like, hey, okay, you want a new life, but you at the same time you want to enjoy. Let's have both in a stable way. Once that you get the stable way, once that you get that, you need to grow up. You need to uprise, or what's the name, like increase your standards. So if you want to increase your standards, something have to be sacrificed. And Leo doesn't like to sacrifice, but at some point they need to understand that they want to change a really big cycle. So you can reduce the amount of enjoyment party and increase a little bit more your desires and motivations to get a new life. Having a little bit of the grounding energy of Uranus saying everything will be absolutely stable if you get all your needs met, and you are absolutely having this stability for now. So hopping to the next step, that will be Chiron in Aries, having a trine with the sun. So this is bring excitement. Brings excitement. Why? Chiron is the wound healer, and it's here to teach you really easy, be the hero on your own life. Because Chiron in Aries is strong, powerful, and brave. It's something that you need to understand, that we are here brave and we are here courage enough. And Aries is just the reminder. It's a Chiron in Aries to say, hey, I am going to be here for 7 years to teaching you. You need to find out your voice. You need to be brave. You need to take the risk. You need to believe in yourself. It's a fighter. It's like a fighter, like a proper boxer, a proper one to say, I'm ready for the race. I'm ready to do the battle. Bring it on. This Chiron in Aries, a plus that's going to be Mars in Aries too, that is squaring with Jupiter. And Jupiter is in Capricorn. So it's expansion. Quite stronger, because the opposition, as I mentioned, can be attraction and can be absolutely opposite too. But what else I could say is we have a massive, huge ball of fire of excitement for new life. There's nothing to do or where you used to live. So imagine how much your goals can become truth if you are able to balance yourself out, to put down a little bit of excitement, enjoyment, or that kind of irresponsibility of taking care of your own life, and jumping in to be more responsible, more in control of your own desires, of your own plan of the long term, the Capricorn is saying for the 3 planets that they have in retrograde right now, influencing, of course, with the balance label with Uranus right now in Taurus. Okay, I think that's it. Everything about the astrology perspective is absolutely something stunning. I really hope you enjoy. You will have the tarot perspective just right next to it. I hope you like it. Thank you so much. Thumbs up and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello, welcome back to Tarot Perspective. I already shuffled the cards. I was so excited and I just stopped and I was like, oh, I forgot to film and I forgot to like press the button of rec. I thought that I did, but I didn't. So 3 cards jump out. I didn't touch them and just freak out because at the bottom of the deck we have the star. And the stars represents Aquarius energy, and it's something that I can't believe that this actually happened. I'm gonna see what's in actually the top. It's the 4 of Wands, sorry, the 3 of Wands. And it's everything about, as I said, scheduling, planning, organizing, doing everything in what the purpose and direction that what you're looking for. And we have the innovator energy of the star that is absolutely Aquarius energy. And it's amazing that is both of them are on the beginning and the end of the deck. And can say the fire, which is sun, which is Leo, can be everything about sun. And then we have the air energy that is the star. It's quite like, I can't believe it actually happened. And sorry again, I didn't press the button. But I don't want to like reshuffle again because it was absolutely super special. So I'm gonna explain you. Normally I do like 3 card pick, 3 card reading. That is the past, the present, and the future. None of this reading is going to be a settled stone. None of them is the destiny or the final solution and the final message of the world, of the day, of anything. This is something that for you to reflect, to understand, and to adjust and shift no matter whatever you want to do. And if you want to accept the message of how it is and work in yourself, great. Everything is your free will, okay? Never forget that no matter what I say, you are the one who actually choose to accept it or change it or don't believe it. Okay, so I'm gonna just do 3 cards and then I'm gonna just take something special. That is my astrology deck. So I would love to see what is actually the feelings of this full moon in Aquarius. So the first card we have the Judgment. In the past, yes, that was months ago, so probably would be like years ago for us to make a decision to wake up, for us to make a decision to use our voice, to change the life that you don't want to reflect. Judgment is the awakening card, and it's a major arcana. And what I can see here, if you see, is an angel who like waking up people who is dead. But let me just say that the symbolism say everything. Is the awakening of the soul, the awakening of a new life. And I do believe that we are in this section. Also, I felt really strong the feel to say that we had for few months ago Aquarius, a Saturn in Aquarius, which is about revolution too, which is like what and was really strong in the society. To make people together, make people to work together, to awake, to say, we don't like what the society we are doing. We need to express our discomfort. We need to go to the street. We have to make a rebellion. And I do think that this was part of the Judgment too. And we have the full moon in Aquarius, quite a reminder that we have the power, that we are the power to change anything that we want to change. Saying. This is as well very star. Is very Aquarius energy, and then we have already 2 airs card. It's amazing. It's jumping, 1 fire, 1. I'm still shocking. I'm sorry. When the message come in, I'm just the messenger, so don't shoot the messenger. That's all. We have in the present the King of Cups. The King of Cups can be representative of any water signs. It's going to be Pisces, oh my god, Scorpio and Cancer. All of them. In this one, I would say there is more Scorpio, and we have Plutonian energy in the sign of Capricorn, and it's retrograding. And I do think that until October of this year, we're gonna have Pluto retrograding, which gonna have a lot of influence on our transformation in our own behavior, in our own structure, with our own skeleton. And when we have the King of Cups, is a mastering of that transformational side that we are doing, the transformational aspect of life that we didn't like. We bring it out, we purge, we clean, we take it off, and we create. Because the King of Cups is a creator, is a natural creator. But plus, on the same time, is very intuitive, is wise. And I like to have it in the present because we are observing right now our emotions, and we are analyzing our emotions, because remember, the Aquarius is very analytic. And when we have the King of Cups, I think you are learning from your own emotions. You are learning how to adjust yourself and that different up and down emotions that you have, and you're gonna master it, because at the end we're gonna master a little bit how we are moving around all of this shifting and craziness that's around the world, plus our own world inside is quite chaotic sometimes, we might say. Let me see what's in the future. So I think it's a pretty awakening and emotional state. Just a summary like this before I take the future. We have two cards that's saying, hey, wake up. Your emotions are not all of it. You have pathological. You need to control your emotions. You need to work in your emotions, because we have Capricorn there. There is all work. But we have emotions now is linked by air sign, with everything very analytical. So I do think it's a awakening card to say, yes, you have emotions, but are not all of it. Not all of you is just emotions. There you go. Wow, you have Major Arcana in the present, and then you have Major Arcana in the future. So you have the Devil. Don't get scared. The Devil is actually a Capricorn energy, and I do think is talking about, because can have two different meanings, and for me it's clear. So you have two options: to come back to what you know, to come back to what is your comfort zone, what the things that you know. You don't want to take a risk, you don't want to follow Aquarius to like a spontaneity, to like be unpredictable, try new things, be innovative. You don't want to refresh that, you always can come back. When the Devil is here, is saying be careful, because you are likening too much to be comfortable, to don't do too much. You don't like to try new things, but you expect life to give you new things when you are not actually even trying it. So the Devil is Capricorn energy, and say a lot of work, but on the same time is the other side of controlling, the other side of wealth, but on the same time addiction related. So you have to be really deep. So we have the King of Cups here, and transitioning for the future, I really think that this King of Cups is telling you at some point that you have to see the ugly. And as I mentioned, you have two different meanings. The one is going to be, yes, comfort. You're like literally frustrated because you're not getting out to the comfort zone, but you want to do new things, but you don't want to get bothered about it. So that is one thing. Other thing is jumping to what Capricorn normally does is work, habits, discipline, repeat. Work, habit, discipline, repeat. It's most of the time they are on track to like work and save money and build, right? So the Devil, when we got it in the future, you can jump in this energy to can carry on work, but be careful to don't get addicted to work, to get addicted to what make you feel good on the moment. Don't be greedy. Don't go too much to the side of the Devil. The Devil is there to show you the ugly, as I was mentioned. So the King of Cups here is a Scorpio energy, which is everything about dig deep, emotional intensity, and can bring a lot of darkness out. And when these two are together, I do think that at some point, some of us are going to see the darkness. Some of us are going to realize the darkness. And it's not going to be a something bad. I think it's something necessary, because without the darkness, you are not going to be value the light. So probably you're passing awakening to say, wow, what I was doing during all of these years, I'm going to wake it up right now. I need to dig deep in the problem. And then you see the dark side of this. And then that is when you actually learn from it. Your past experience is going to help you to create a new experience and then develop and be more innovative, to be more open-minded, to be eccentric, to be out of the box, to create something just for you. So I do think that is an amazing message. So simple: awake your emotions, go deep and find the darkness. Once that you find the darkness, you are the only one who can choose to stay there. Don't face the fears, or face them, understand them, embrace them, and carry on with your life and go into the light. So can carry on to because Scorpio, everybody was complaining about it. Scorpio is one of the signs can actually, and probably 100% of the time, show you the darkness at some point, that you are able to see the ugly on you, the things that you don't like to see, the things that you don't like to feel on you, but are necessary to make your soul grow, to make your mind expand. So I do think the devil here is a warning card to say, hey, are you able to take that risk? Are you able to see the ugly? Are you able to face your emotions how it is? Are you working in your emotions? Because remember, this is about work, and this is about ugliness, this is about darkness, this is gonna be this, but this is about mastering. It's a mastering about emotions, artistry. So check this out, because it's a really interesting message. So now I'm gonna jump in to my astrology cards. I would just pick it up one, because I do think that at some point we need to have some kind of energy around this full moon in Aquarius, or at least to know what aspect or planets we need to check, and what is the influence of these cards, of this card in this reading. I'm just gonna ask to have just one card if it's possible. I'm just looking at them because sometimes they don't jump out, they just like slide it out, and they just leave a little signal for me to take it, so I'm paying attention for in the meantime that I'm talking to you. But one of my favorite cards that I understand myself more often are these astrology cards. I will leave them in the description box what is the name of this card. I don't remember exactly, but I really like them. It's really good too for them and for you, for me and for you to understand. Whoops, more astrology. There you go. The 11th house. There's gonna be so many over here now, but jump on one. So we understand that. The 11th house, and you know what? 11th house it is? Aquarius house. Friendship, group creativity, community, humanity, hope. Oh my god, tribe, festival, discoveries, common goals, star paths, rebellion, experimentation, the future. Okay, you was here with me. I did nothing. I was just shuffling and this come out suddenly. It's literally saying jump into the Aquarius energy. Jump into the unexpected. Jump into the dark side. Even if it's gonna have a Scorpio right now, we have in Capricorn that is really related with these two, is Scorpio and Capricorn. It's literally Pluto in the Capricorn too. And we have this signal for like over all the beginning of this 2020, and you have to listen, because if not, you're gonna have this conflict with yourself for much longer, and none of us are gonna like that. Like, none of us is gonna like to have over and over again the same cycle, because you don't want to face the fears. So the 11th house is all about, you know, changing the cycle of the people that you have around it, as I mentioned in the astrology reading. But it's amazing. I'm just sorry, I'm just laughing because I can't believe that this actually happened. But you need to be aware that the 11th house is the edge. It's everything of what the Aquarius does and the Uranus does. It's revolution, is innovation, is the new, is what you don't know. And also the star card is a card of hope. And I do think that all of us at some point needs to have some hope. And there's a new cycle that coming. We are building a new life. We are building something new. We have to take a leap of faith, and we have to take a leap of hope. And I do think that Aquarius is very, very predominant, and right now are really, really strong in this reading. And if you see come out really together is something wow. I only can say wow. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Read about Aquarius if you want to. Read about what it's all about and how they actually proceed, because they think a lot of out of the box. They are really good thinkers, really innovator, really new people who likes to has to try new things. So if you are a little bit afraid to try new things, it's really good to jump into Aquarius energy sometimes. If you have friends that are Aquarius, enjoy them. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, give a thumbs up, give a like, sorry, and see you in the next clips. Bye bye, enjoy this full moon in Aquarius, and let me know anything in the comments.